Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is the Lian Li Galahad 2 LCD. That's right, Lian Li now has a cooler with a display on it, which enables you to show off all sorts of things, including system temperatures, GPU, CPU load, temperatures, liquid temperature, and more. You can also upload your own Gifs and even videos, so you can see that I've uploaded my end screen to the display here, and you can show off videos of your own in that little display. You can use your own custom logos and PNGs, and you can also use text. Now, there are all sorts of different options in there. You'll notice it has some RGB around the outside of it, as well as the obviously customizable display in the middle. That's a 2.8-inch IPS LCD display, which is capable of 480 by 480 resolution. This thing packs in Acertec's 8th Gen Pump 2, which is designed to give you a performance increase over the previous generation and quiet operation up to 3,600 RPM. There are a number of other highlights here as well. It comes with Lian Li's Infinity fans, for example, or at least this version does, because there are different versions available, but this is the 360mm SL-INF version of the Galahad 2. Naturally, it will work with a number of different setups, including AMD and Intel motherboards, and in this instance I'm using it with an LGA 1700 setup and a Core i9-13900K. It does have quite a chunky pump head, as you've seen, but it does fit nicely on the board. Now, interesting highlights here include a controller in the box, which has that traditional design to it. So rather than the triple pack controller you see on the left, it has multiple ports on here, one for fan power and one for RGB. You obviously have 3 SL-120 Infinity fans included as standard, and they're already pre-installed on the Radiator, and then those just connect up to the controller. The wiring is actually really straightforward, and I've done a separate guide on this where I've gone into all the different steps of it to lay it out for you if you want to find out more, and hopefully that will make life a little bit more straightforward. But the thing about this controller is obviously you could add in 3 more groups of fans. I've got another 3 SL-120 Infinity fans here with the standard cable that comes with a single pack of those fans. So you've got the connector on one end, then your 5-volt RGB header and fan power on the other. And you can still connect this to the controller because included in the box with the cooler, you get 4 additional cables which are adapters that allow you to use it with the controller. So you can fill your case up with extra fans and connect them to this same controller, and therefore not necessarily have to worry about buying a triple pack of Infinity fans. So it does give you that option. Now, it is worth noting this cooler is pretty expensive, but you are getting a quite premium device, as you can see here. Not only does it come with Infinity fans as standard, it also has obviously a very nice display and cooling capabilities, which should be making it pretty interesting. I'm going to do a review in the near future to show how it got on with a 13900K, as well as some other CPUs that I want to test. So subscribe if you haven't already to see that in action. But as you can see, the setup process is fairly straightforward. The wiring options are also useful. I've also done push-pull setup with this Radiator, so you can do that too, although you do need to buy some additional screws. But as you've seen, the most interesting thing is almost certainly that display. And the good news is the installation of that is really straightforward in terms of connecting it up as well. The other highlights here that aren't immediately obvious are the tubes on the Radiator are designed with a fitment where you can basically turn them, so you can actually twist and turn the tubes, and that allows you to position it in a way that looks good in the build. Now, you're meant to put the pump head, the block that goes over the CPU, with the tubes at the bottom of it, so it's worth working out where it's going to go in your case, but then you have the ability to be able to reposition the tubes and move them around, and this is obviously going to be beneficial in terms of the design and supporting the airflow in your build as well. So it's really nice. It also has a nice thick radiator. I'm going to leave all the specs in the description, but it does, as you'd expect, feel like a very good build quality and a nice solid design, yet again from Lian Li, what you should be getting for this amount of money, let's be frank. But also it comes with a 6-year warranty, so you've got a good peace of mind there in that it should last and not be problematic. You only have 2 cables coming out of the pump as well. USB-C connection for the L-Connect connectivity, and then an AIO pump header, which connects to the motherboard. So it's really neat in terms of the wiring and the setup of it. and the final result looks really good. Now, as default, it displays the Lian Li logo, but then you can go into the software and tweak all sorts of things. Do you want me to make some custom download videos of prawns for you? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the other videos in the description. You've made it right to the end of the video, you brilliant legend you. If you've enjoyed it, click that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and drop me a comment down below if you've got any questions. If you really enjoyed it, consider joining the channel and see the benefits of doing so. Check out these other videos, you might well find them interesting or useful, and most importantly, have a great life.